Okay, hello once again, everybody. I hope you guys are enjoying these videos. I like doing them. I'm hoping. Oh God, that dog next door. I hope it's far enough away that it doesn't really. His bark doesn't outvoice me. Anyways, so I went to Home Depot today, and I was just gonna get soil and a couple of pots. Yeah, I kept telling myself, you don't need any more succulents. You still have a couple more coming in the mail. So don't bother. But did I listen to myself? No. I'm gonna show you what I picked up at Home Depot, and why. I couldn't. These I just could not pass up. The first one. Look at that beauty. Look at those colors. I picked this up because of all that orange. It caught my eye, and I was like, you're coming home with me. As you can see, Graptosedum California Sunset. And look at that. It looks like they just got this one in or something. It is beautiful. So look at that. Green and purple. And that almost like an army green color. And that beautiful pinkish orange. Oh. I couldn't leave this one. I just could not. So yeah. That one's going in my collection. My boyfriend doesn't know anything about this yet. He's still at work. Or he's on his way home, really. But, yeah, he keeps telling me, stop buying all these succulents or cactus or whatever they're called. Okay. The next one. Look at this. Oh, look at that baby. I love that pinkish purple. And I think one of the things that really catches my eye about these plants is that white, frosty, powdery look. It just looks so unique from any other plant. And look at that. It almost like it's iridescent. You turn it a certain way and it just changes colors. Oh, I couldn't leave this one. I put it back a couple of times, and I actually went back and got it again. I kept flip-flopping. I didn't know what to do. There you go. Graptopetalum pentandrum. Graptopetalum pentandrum superbum. And I really like when they put these little descriptions here. Flattened rosettes of pointed lavender leaves that become more columnar with age. Flowers are star-shaped, pale yellow with dark red tips. How could I not get that? After I read this, I was like, how can I not get this? And many dark red speckles. Right? I mean, how could you pass that up, right? I mean, oh my God. And, you know, when I see these pictures, when I see these succulents online in the shops, usually they don't have flowers. Usually they're not in bloom. But like I say, when you read something like that, how can you not pass it up? How can you not leave it, I should say. You have to bring it home. So I couldn't just leave it. The next one, this one is in horrible shape. Look at that. The leaves are falling off. It had one bloom here. So when I plant this, it actually fell off when I picked it up. And I was moving, there was like dead leaves and all dried up stuff underneath, and I was pulling that stuff out just to see if the roots were showing or anything, and this just kind of fell off. But this is still attached, and I'm hoping I can save it, and I'm hoping it will actually bloom. It's got I'm getting too close, but it's got a little bloom right there. I'm hoping it'll open. And look at that, just all that blue and purple and green. It's just, I mean, really. It's in bad shape, but I'm gonna repot it and hope that it'll flourish a little bit, and I'll probably propagate it. Once it blooms, I'll probably propagate it and see if I can get a couple of babies off of this. But so here's, okay, I have to say, if anybody knows me, or if anybody read the that 20 Things About Me thing, I took Japanese for a year, and yeah, you don't use it, you lose it, and I lost it. But I was very much into anime. Lots of the anime, or not anime, but Japanese drama, live action dramas are so great to watch. They're so funny sometimes, and some of them are really touching. But anyways, I was kind of a Japanophile for a long time. Well, I say a long time, but probably about 5 years or so. I read all the mangas. I watched whatever anime I could get a hold of. I downloaded everything from the torrents, and I just, anyways, a good way to get me to buy almost anything is to give it a Japanese name. And when I saw this one, I was like, oh my god, I have to buy this. So I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd like that. Graptopetalum. That's actually, well, it says Murasaki if you say it without an accent. And I don't even know if I'm going to say it right, but Murasaki. Which actually means purple in Japanese. Purple's my favorite color. Here we go with the Japanese name. So I couldn't leave it. I mean, right? You just can't leave it. And look, here's another description. Native to Mexico. Lavender rosettes. And like, how could you not? Lavender rosettes, right? It doesn't say anything about their flowers. I don't know what color it's going to come out, but hey, who cares, right? It's purple. It's got a Japanese name. That's enough for me. Oh, look at that. So pinkish and purplish. I couldn't pass it up. So beautiful. And this last one is my favorites. I saw this, it caught my eye, and we just, I don't know, instantly was like it was like I was mesmerized, I was hypnotized, whatever. But ooh, look at that. Look at that blue-green color. Ooh. Now this one is not in its best shape either. But look at that frosty powdery covering on it. Just, oh, wow. I could not pass this one up either. This one, I picked it up. I held it. It's kind of weird because when you hold it separate from all the other plants around it, it went blue, and I'm like, oh, I gotta have this. So yeah, this came home with me. Echeveria Galaxy Blue. And it says it's a hybrid. I'm not sure hybrid with what, but yeah, there it is. This one doesn't really have, I don't know if it blooms or not. Oh, here we go. A Renee O'Connell hybrid. Ooh, propagation prohibited. Well, that's not good. I mean, it's Galaxy Blue. Look at that. Why would you not want to propagate that? Why would it be prohibited? I'm gonna have to look this up. I didn't see that when I brought this home. And it does, I mean, it's not like I'm gonna take it back or anything. I still love it. Look at that. Oh my god. This is gonna look so much better once I get it replanted. I bought a big pot to put it in so it'll have room to grow. See all those dead leaves under there? So I'm gonna pull all that stuff off. Get it in some nice nutrient soil. Oh, look at that. Oh, the color just got me. It looks a little sad, but hey, with some tender loving care, it's gonna really flourish, I hope. So anyways, so yeah, that's what I got today. I just could not pass these beauties up. As sad as they looked, you know, I think I'm kind of like, I always vote for the underdog, you know, and I think when I saw those, they were looking so sad and they were fighting for their lives. So I'm hoping I can save them. How pretty are they? Look at that. Oh, oh, look at that. Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh, how pretty. How pretty. How beautiful. This one says, "Feed me, Seymour, feed me." Anyways, oh, and I went to an actual meeting here in Houston. They have a Cactus and Succulent Society, and I went the first time the other night, Tuesday night, and there were some really nice people. I felt like I was the youngest one there, aside from one other guy. He looked like he was probably in his early 30s, but and there's nothing wrong with, you know, any of these people that were there. I didn't expect it. Everybody was much older than me, and that's fine. You know, they were great people. They welcomed me in, and I walked out. Oh, look at that. There's my ghost plant turning so pink and purple. Look at that. Okay, anyways, so I walked in, and they sat me down, and I listened to their meeting. And before I left, I was trying to look at all the stuff that everybody brought. Mostly everything was cactuses. I didn't see anybody with what I thought or recognized as a succulent. So that's fine, you know, you actually gain information. So, and I did. I went over and I talked to this guy, because he had, let me get this. He had a little plant, well, actually 3 of them, and they were kind of small. Well, the pots were kind of small, but they were flourishing with these little things here. This is called a genus, I want to say it's called genus Hueria, something. Anyways, I should hold that down. Anyways, if you know me on Instagram as Stitching Out Loud, I posted a picture. This is what the plant looks like, and the flowers, when it blooms, they actually bloom. It looks like a raspberry colored ice donut on top, and then the leaves that come out from underneath are yellow and maroon spotted, and it is just amazing. He gave this to me because he was telling me about this plant, and then he said, "Oh yeah, and when it blooms these really amazing flowers." But he said you may not like it too much because the scent that it gives off is not like a flowery scent. He said the scent that it gives off is like rotting meat. And I thought, I don't know if I want this now. I mean, don't get me wrong, I took it, that was my first thought. I don't know if I want this now. But so yeah, I just thought that was amazing. You know, it reminds me of a few years ago here in Houston, they had a giant, I really don't know what it was, some kind of lily. I think it was called a night lily or night something, but it was a big giant flower that bloomed, and it smelled literally like rotten meat and garbage, and it was such a big thing here because it takes 17 years, I believe, for those plants to grow and to bloom. And once it blooms, it only blooms once in its lifetime, and then it dies. So it was a really big thing here in Houston for a while. And here's all my here's my little propagation tray. So yeah. Anyways, they gave that to me for the door prize. Sorry, I'm moving stuff around or whatever. For a door prize, they actually gave me these cacti. I'm gonna plant those probably here in a little bit. Or if my boyfriend gets home soon, we're gonna go out to dinner and go do a little bit of grocery shopping. But so yeah, plant those. And as I was talking to the other guy about that stinky flowering plant, this other guy walks up to me and he hands me this stick. Well, I know it's not a stick per se, but it's a plant. But try not to. So he hands me this plant, and he's like, "Here, try and grow this." And I said, "Okay, thanks." And before I even had a chance to ask him anything about it, all I saw was the backside of his head. I don't even know what he looked like. Sorry, I got an itch on my back of my arm here. I don't even know what he looked like, so I'm gonna have to call somebody or post on their website or Facebook page or something and say, what do I do with this? Because it's not, I mean, I don't know if I could just stick this in the dirt and it'll start growing. Like it'll root. Maybe I need to get some rooting solution, or I don't know. I was really shocked because he was like, here, grow this. I'm like, okay, thanks. And he was gone. Like I said, all I saw was the back of his head. I knew he was wearing a baseball cap, but that's all I know. It looks like it still has a couple of flowers on it. But yeah. So, yeah, I got all this stuff to try and deal with. But yeah, I'm so excited. I really... Seriously, y'all, I really need to stop buying so many succulents. I got 2 more coming in the mail. leafandclay.co. I know I was saying leafandclay.com last time, but it's actually leafandclay.co. I was on Facebook and they had just posted some nice little sedums. Beautiful reddish orange. Beautiful, beautiful sedums for sale. And a Echeveria Byzantine, and I had to grab one of those each. So that's all I have coming in the mail. I hope to stay off of Instagram and stay off of their websites and stop looking. I really need to do that, but I'm just kind of showing y'all. I love these. The dragonfly, oh, I don't know, it just really, I thought, I consider the dragonfly my spirit animal for certain reasons that deal with my mom and dad, but it just, when I saw it, I was like, oh, dragonfly, how cool, and look at it, it looks neat, so I bought it, but I really think this is probably my favorite. That purple little outline, it looks like somebody took a marker and just outlined it in purple and put some shading, and oh, I don't know, it just gets me. A couple of replanted, oh, and I should have showed you guys this right here. Oh, these little things were all, there's the other one, there's one right there. There's one here. These little guys, and I'll walk you over here because I have to show you guys this. Here's the big mother plant that came off of. This right here is actually called pink ice. Sorry about that. Let me grab it. So save the sticker. It says pink ice plant. Labrathans del whatever. Beautiful green, that powdery green with little tips of pink, and I don't know if you could see that, little tips of pink and purple, and Just looks so cute. This plant actually came in a smaller pot, just like a plastic pot, and it just looked like it was getting more and more sad the longer I left it. So I broke it down, stuck what I could in there, and then took the rest of them out and just planted them. In smaller pieces, because I would really like to share stuff like this. So I'm hoping somebody's gonna have an interest and want to say, hey, I'll take one of those little things. But there's my ogre ears. There's Shrek. There's Shrek, baby. Look at those ears. How cute is that? How beautiful. And here's my fire stick. They were really starting to look dried out. I guess the trip and then leaving them set for a couple of days without water. And when I did finally water them, they're kind of plumping up and just getting kind of fat. Yeah. Looking nice. I really like these. I don't know. To me, it almost looks like coral from under the sea or something, you know. It just looks so cool. And I love that it goes from green to reds and oranges. It's just so pretty. Something different, you know. It's my lavender. Bought a couple of little lavender to have out here just because I love lavender, the way it smells. There's my little campfires. Oh, look. Tomatoes. A friend of mine gave me a tomato plant last year and it immediately died. Look at that right there. Can y'all see that? Growing little tomatoes. Little tiny tomatoes. I'm gonna have to move this plant. Excuse me. I'm gonna have to put this plant up on the table or something. Last year, my dog Hank would come out here. I caught him actually one time eating the tomatoes right off the plant. And that little booger, I could have killed him. I'm surprised that the plant actually died and dried up, but I'm surprised it came back this year. I don't know much about tomatoes, but... So anyways, just showing y'all my little plants, and that's a little tour for now. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.